Greetings everyone, and welcome back to the DroneOCan YouTube channel. We are on the road, and by me, I mean myself. Well, Mabel is here too, but just me solo. Emily had to work today, and normally I don't like to do fun things without her, but this is kind of a time-sensitive topic, and what it is that we got word on social media this week that the grain elevator in Vulcan, Alberta is in the process of being demolished. And while it's not one of my favorite grain elevators, I think it was built in the 1980s, so it's not super historic despite what the Gen Zers believe. Still, it's another one of the wooden grain elevators on the prairies that's going away and will soon just be a memory. Vulcan was notoriously famous in the grain elevator world for being known as having the 9 in a line. And in fact, it was the brewing company 9 in a Line Brewing that first posted images online that showed the grain elevator being demolished. And so it's kind of sad that what was once a massive elevator row is now being reduced to nothing. This was the last grain elevator in Vulcan. So like I said, it's a bit of a time-sensitive project today. We've already seen a video that was posted by somebody on Facebook yesterday showing the crib annex going down. So demolition is actively taking place. I'm coming down from the north. A friend of the channel, Jason, is making the trip up from Lethbridge, so we'll probably catch up with him there at some point today. But that's it from now. So Vulcan's going to take me about an hour and a half to drive, but you can come along for the ride here and we'll get there in probably less than a minute. Message that came in from Jason. Yeah, I don't know if he's on site yet. Let's hear what he has to say. Hey Google, play my text messages.
You've got a new text from Jason Saylor. The metal bins on the west side are gone. Just a centerpiece standing in part of the crib. The message also contains a picture. Do you want to reply?
Yes.
What's the message?
Hopefully there's something left by the time I get there. I'm still probably about 45 minutes away.
Ready to send it?
Send it. Okay, so I am 7 kilometers north of Vulcan, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the distance here. But just off to the right side of the highway, you can see the elevator is still standing. And, other than the water tower off to the left of it, once that elevator's gone, there's not going to be a whole lot left on the skyline to tell you that you're in Vulcan. So, coming up on the home stretch, they haven't demolished it yet. I don't even know if it's being completely demolished today, or if they're just doing site cleanup, but regardless, it's a great chance to get out here and see it one last time. Coming into town here along the north side on the gravel road. coming up on the train tracks. I'll probably stop and get a couple photos from out here before I head into town. You can see, I think these are some other grain elevator photographers, and you can see the site being cleaned up right now. The heavy machinery is in place. Jason, I think, is parked on the other side, which is good. The sun's will be better from that side, so. Get you a look here at the construction site up close as I drive by. I'm just parked here waiting for this truck to back in. I'll get out of his way. So yes, welcome to Vulcan. We did a video here, it's funny, I probably look back, it's probably a year or two ago now. It was like our car trek or Star Trek or something along those lines, but we're gonna drive around here to where Jason's parked and check out the view from there. So there we go, you can see in the background, or maybe you can't see in the background, but regardless, in the background, there's a couple of, I'll call them excavators. I'm sure somebody who knows the construction industry will correct me, but they're doing their work. They're cleaning out the remains of the crib annex that used to stand here on the south side. And that seems to be the main effort that's taking place right now. There's no real demolition of the main elevator itself taking place at this point. They're just cleaning the site. I don't know if they're going to get to any demolition today or not. Not really sure what's happening with all the wood from the elevator. Jason was saying on his drive up that there was a fire going south of town near the dump, or at the dump, which makes it sound like it looked like it was a lot of wood being burnt. So it wouldn't surprise me if they're just hauling it south of town and dumping it there and burning it, but I honestly don't know for sure. That's pure speculation at this point, but a lot of good wood in those elevators. Seems like a waste if it is just being disposed of and not reused in some manner. So I'm just gonna go for a little walk over here. On Google Maps, it shows a road. Jason drove it earlier and says it's really just some cut grass, either where a road used to be or where a road's gonna go one day. But either way, I'm gonna take a walk out there and get some different angles. My suspicion is that this area is going to be expanding, probably some kind of industrial park. Because you can see there's some fire hydrants that are marked out of service and some new curbs that have been poured. So it looks more like something that's being developed versus something that is being decommissioned. And it's nice to get out and get a few steps in, especially for Mabel, who's just been tied up at the truck while I've been talking to Jason. So she gets a little bit of a stretch here, and so do I. This would be an interesting view of the elevator if it wasn't for those piles of dirt in the way. Now, for anyone wondering why I'm not flying the drone here, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, it's a no-fly zone for old drones like mine that are up over that 250 gram mark, because there is the Vulcan airport just off to the west. And there's also a hospital in town with a helipad. So the whole town's basically a no-fly zone for people like me. If you're sub 250 grams, you'd be okay. But that, and the fact I left the controller for DroneOCan at home sitting in the bag. So you can see the elevator there. Zoom in a little bit. You can see on this south side how faded the paint is up at the top and how bright it is down lower where the annex once stood, shielding it from the Alberta sun. That's going to do that for the elevator here. We were here, it's about 1 o'clock now, so we probably spent about an hour and a half watching the demolition and the hauling away of the annex. More the hauling away than the demolition. That was all done when we got here. There was one fella in one of the Rails Facebook groups that said demolition of the elevator is scheduled for middle of next week. Don't know how accurate that is or what his source was, but either way, it doesn't look like they're going to get to the actual elevator demolition today. I've never actually seen an elevator be demolished. I've seen tons of videos, of course. I have driven by within hours after an elevator had been demolished, but never actually got to see the demolition myself, and this one's going to be no different. But that's okay. It's kind of sad to see it happen, so maybe I don't need to witness it in person. So gonna head back. Looks like they've got a couple trucks going. They're probably just going to be cleaning up the site most of today and probably tomorrow and right up until the main demolition starts. So anyway, appreciate you watching. If I see anything exciting along the way home, I will stop and film, so don't leave quite yet. You never know what's coming up. But other than that, it was good to see Jason. Nice to catch up with some like-minded individuals. And Mabel and I, she's over there with her head out the window. You probably can't see her. We're going to get back on the road and head for home too. So we'll see if there's anything more here. Otherwise, thank you for watching.